Hi. Welcome, guys. This is our after show off script. Hey, guys, welcome to the after party, the after show, the after conversation. And let me tell you, we have the team here who produced our Love Week finale. I thought we were doing the regular Valentine's Day show. You talk about love, people wanting love, people needing love. Our Valentine's Day show should go down in history. Hey, guys, congratulations.
Hey.
Thank you. You kept saying that the whole show that it wasn't what you expected.
I probably said it 60 times in the show because, of course, I read the scripts. We script our show, but I was expecting just a regular Valentine's Day on dating trends, right? The show was supposed to be about here's some of the dating trends that people are doing to find love in 2025. It then turned into one of the most epic Valentine's Day shows I've ever. What were y'all thinking back there?
I don't know if I would say it wasn't what I expected because I knew with Kendra it was going to be very funny and entertaining. I don't know if I expected it to be. Personally, I thought it was very entertaining. I don't know if I expected it to be as entertaining as it was.
Okay, so Kendra G, we got to get her in this conversation because the show went from wigs and dating and who pays for what. Let's get her in here. First time ever off script after show. Let's get Kendra G. How do we get her on?
I'm calling her.
You're calling her.
Yeah.
Christian, what did you guys think? I mean, that show.
It definitely took a life of its own. But to your point, I feel like, you're going to see, we can talk about dating trends, but when it does come to dating and people's personal lives, this is what happens.
What were the dating trends we were supposed to be talking about?
Throning, future proofing, date with
micromance.
So micromance, as we learned in the show, that's when people do little acts of kindness. Yes. I still don't know what throning is. What was that?
Throning is when you're trying to date somebody who has like a higher social status.
Right. They're like dating,
social climber.
Dating out of your league.
Yes.
Social climbing. Okay. Yes. And then Kendra G came in with
dating
Chicago style.
Yeah.
Is she coming? Where is Kendra G?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Kendra.
Hey.
We called you while you were watching the show. This is our after show.
Look, I'm so excited to be on the after show because I had so much more to say.
Why am I not surprised by that? Okay, so I just told the team that produced this show, this was the most epic Valentine's Day show that we've ever experienced in our lives, or at least me, and I've been on TV 30 years. I've been a fan of yours and enjoyed everything you've done. I don't think I've ever seen you so red hot. This whole dating coaching show thing has got you going.
You know what's so interesting? I'm not the same person. I began the show during the pandemic 5 years ago, and I think like most women, I just had my point of view. But now after 15,000 conversations with different single people, my mind is so much more wide. And that's why I know in the show, when Dave said what he said, a lot of women did not like Dave. Now, when I got married, the clip that we just showed. But now what I've learned is women are so vocal. Women will tell you, you better be in shape. You better have a job. You better be 6 feet. I don't want to hear nothing. And as soon as a man gives one preference, oh my God, how could you ever? So I had to learn that that's not right. Like, for instance, I get men that come on with hats and they be like, Kendra, tell him to remove his hats. I'm like, no, because I don't tell you to remove your wig. So if you can have your wig,
Kendra,
a wig
and a hat are two different things.
I'm going to disagree with you, Tamron.
I see you popping up. Go.
No, but I'm going to disagree with you because for a man, it's not. A man feels like when I see you in your wig and your makeup, that is not the woman I wake up with. And I should have the right to know what you look like as the woman I wake up with. Just like a woman wants to have the right to see your hairline, to know your bank account. I see you nodding your head. So I had to be fair. And as a woman, I'm so confident. Like, they don't want wigs. I'm like, child, I don't want you either. So I don't be getting offended when they don't want me. I'm like, we got to match because I don't want you. You don't want me.
Okay, Kendra, you said on the show you have a roster. Which I love that. I love that line. It's genius. Have you ever shown up on a date completely bare face, natural hair, the whole thing?
Yeah, because I'm cute either way it goes, Tamron child. I ain't wake up like this,
That's
but when
not
I
that I
wake up,
don't
it's
think you're
still
cute.
beautiful.
I know you're cute. I have seen and watched your look evolve. It's not about whether you are cute or not.
Yeah, right.
It's whether or not, you know, I guess what I'm saying is, what does it matter? Why are people so caught up in this? Like, aren't you concerned about the heart?
Well, yes, I hear what you're saying, but then I still have to challenge the preferences of the women. So I think it's fair because we said it on the show. I said Tim and tried it, said we ain't wake up like this, and that's true. I don't wake up like this. So, and I mean, it can be a night and day difference for a man. Like, what in the world? Like, your hair was yellow, now it's black, and it's short. You ain't got no eyebrows. Like, who are you? You're not the girl I took from the club.
But
So
Kendra, this is
yes.
what's so shocking to me. And you're the expert because you're talking to more single people than I am. I have been around the sun a few times, and I can tell you, in my heart, I believe none of this physical talk matters. Because at some point, you're not going to look like this. You might still be
Right.
cute, but we're all of our physical beings change. And I just feel like there's not enough conversation about in the midnight hour when I am crying, I have lost, my job, or, I don't know, God forbid I lose a parent or loved one, that person that's going to be there to hug you and just be there. I mean, like I feel like there's not enough talk, Kendra, about that.
No, first of all, Tamron, I agree with you 10,000%. I always say it is the problem. Like, anybody can celebrate with you in the club, right? But
Right.
who's going to be there on your worst day? Like, I'm a
Yeah.
person who lost my mother, was there when she took her last breath. Me and my sisters, not to get too dark and deep, but we had to like wash her body, bathe her on her last day. So those are the things that you are
Right.
absolutely correct. I am with you. So I agree. The challenge is we are not dealing with people who are in that mindset. I think when you get to a certain age, when you get older, you start to consider those things more and you start lowering your standards because this is why I said on your show, people literally have
Is that lowering your standards or upping your standards? Because I mean, like, isn't it upping your standards to want somebody that, to your point, is going to be there for you? I'm not talking like I'm 54. I'm talking in my 20s, 30s. Like, I don't know why people are not talking more about. Okay, let me say this, Maya, you're the youngest one on this call. Listen, money comes and goes. Looks comes and goes. Money is a living, breathing thing. I dated a guy once who made $100 million. I think he'll have $1 of it left. And that stuff doesn't matter.
right.
It doesn't matter because it can come and it can go. That's what I feel, Kendra. And Maya's on this call. Maya, what do you think?
No, I agree. Like, I think it should be more about, like, I saw a TikTok recently that was like, when you date someone, it should be about, like, do you see this person being with you on, like, your worst day?
Yeah.
And I agree with that. It's like, to what you said, even like when your parents, God forbid, pass away, like, do you see that person taking care of you in, like, that darkest moment? Will they show up for you in that part of your life? So I feel like, yeah, the looks do go. I mean, I think younger people, they do tend to like stick to that though.
Yeah, I get it. No, I get. That's what I'm saying, Kendra. Let me tell you something. My godmom, I dated a guy once. This is our off-script show, and I can tell you, she called him a two-bagger, and I said, "What is a two-bagger?" She said, "A bag over his head in case it falls off, and one to cover yours, so you don't have to see him."
Oh my
Amazing.
Ruth, my godmom Ruth told me that, and I could not believe she called him that. But he was the nicest man in the world. It didn't work out, but I adored him, and he wasn't classically good looking, but I loved him and I vibed with him. So I don't know, Kendra. So in the end, you're the dating guru, Kendra. What do people need to do tonight if they want to meet somebody besides come and watch your show? Watch your show. Go to your YouTube. Outside of that.
So, yeah, we didn't say this on the show. Enjoy yourself. If you are single today, get dressed up still. Go out, call one of your friends. go to a restaurant. I had a girl who's now married to a surgeon, but she told the story the year before when she was single. She was a TV reporter. She got dressed up on Valentine's Day, went to a 5-star restaurant, and treated herself. And then she ended up meeting a surgeon. So do not be in the house crying and sad because you literally are the love of your life. I know it sounds so cliche. You are the love of your life. And I want you to enjoy it. And one thing, Tamron, I wanted to add on to what you say. I totally do agree with you because you had the experience. A lot of times, the men with a lot of money, I feel like that's settling because you might be settling for bad treatment. You might be settling for dealing with him and other women. You might be settling with not really having a lot of time. But I had learned in this that experience is the only teacher. And when I try to challenge women on those things, they say, well, you trying to tell me to lower my standards. You trying to, they get mad at me, girl. So, but I'm with you 10,000% and really in everything you say. But I think it's also because your real world is this world and you've been able to date it and learn from it. And you know the core of what is important. But when somebody got rent due, they're not trying to hear what you got to say, Tamron. You better pay that rent money or get out my face.
Okay, Kendra. Last question. You said you have a roster. How many on the roster, Kendra? How many?
Well, okay, here's the deal. And you would know
this is the off-script show. This is where people start.
Yeah, I know.
I said that on national TV because I bet some of those roster members called you.
I don't give them. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't give a damn about these men because I know what it is. So I don't care. They can watch it. Hey, 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5.
Oh God, Kendra, I could not love you more. So is there a leading contender in the roster? Are you close to filling it down with anybody?
No, well, I was in a relationship. So I've been single with not like one person for like 3 months.
Okay.
So you got to take that time. And what I learned though, I got to be honest, what I like about my single season, because even when you're in relationships, you compromise. And that's the thing we don't talk about in relationships. But when you're single, you really can do what you want to do. You don't owe anybody anything. Yeah. So right now, like the leading person is Kendra. And maybe in a few months, I'll give one of them the honor. Maybe one of them the honor in a few months, Tamron.
Well, I want you back on the show.
I want to come back.
Once you narrow down to the
okay.
To the Bachelorette. Maya, what's your big takeaway from this explosive episode of what the hell Valentine's Day story did you just share?
Honestly, like, make sure that you love yourself first before you like go out looking for it, I think. And also just like be confident with who you are. Because I feel like if you want someone else, like you have to be confident in yourself first.
I agree.
You definitely have to know who you are before you find the right person.
I think you at the very least you have to be in search of who you are, because I mean even at the age that I am now and where I'm in my life, who you are evolves. I wake up every day figuring out who I am, in the sense that you're faced with different circumstances. Sometimes, you think you know yourself, and then life throws you this curveball. I didn't know who I was until I lost my job as it related professionally, all these different things. So anyway, that's another show for another time. But this off script has been off the chain script. I'm still shooketh. I'm still pinning my bobby pins in my wig. I'm doing.
We need an extended cut. We need an extended cut.
We need an extended cut, like I need my extensions. Here we go. I love you, Kendra G. Congratulations, girl, on all your success. Erin, Christian, Maya did a great job. That's all.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Happy
Kendra. She is a hoot.